Well, AIPT, the shill media company that basically acts as an arm of Marvel and DC propaganda, calls it a 9.5 out of 10. It's great, and it's the best. This is what Fantastic Four was meant to be. It's going to get weird, guys. It's going to get weird. This is a special comic, all right, and we'll see exactly what happens with this whole strange alien situation that they're showing right here. But they're not showing you the parts that make it weird. Of course not. And the weird Johnny Storm, furry, alien, banger, I don't even know what to call it at this point. It's just creepy. It really is. So let's look at their positives and negatives before we get into all the nutty stuff that they're doing here. Manages to feel relevant with the state of doom while sending the team on an adventure. I don't even know whether that's a plus. Blends science, romance, and romance. Yeah, we'll get into that. And family all into one. Great character acting and visuals that back up the science. The genius of Reed is incredible, but I had a hard time to believe he could rip some parts off a spaceship wall and have a device capable of what he does in the end. A pretty stellar review right there. A great book. And I have not read any of this run. I've kind of given up. I think Ryan North is still writing it, if I recall. It didn't actually say in here. Is it Ryan? Does it say Ryan North? Oh, it is. Okay, Ryan North. And people have been mostly praising his run so far. I haven't been able to deal with Ryan North. He did the Heather Antos Star Trek Lower Decks adventure, and I just thought it was totally unreadable. And so with that, I was like, okay, I'll just pass on Fantastic Four for now. Now, to my knowledge, like I said, most people say the run's pretty decent so far, but this just gets really weird. And it's interesting on Marvel's front. Like, this is the one property that Marvel really hasn't ruined yet. When Marvel was in the heart of like really ruining all their characters in the mid-2010s, because they didn't have the rights to Fantastic Four for the movies, they actually pulled the Fantastic Four from being published as comics. And I think that saved it. I think it really did, because you have some pretty good stuff all the way up. Like, I loved Tom DeFalco's stuff before Onslaught. It was really interesting and really epic. Afterwards, the post Heroes Reborn stuff was pretty good. Then it got into Mark Waid's run, which is actually my favorite run. I actually like it better than the John Byrne stuff. I know that's heresy, but I do. And after that, you had a brief J. Michael Straczynski run before he quit. Really didn't go anywhere, but it was okay. But he just quit pretty quickly. It floundered for a few years, but then Hickman took it over. And I'm not a huge Hickman fan, but he actually did it really well in Fantastic Four. That created a really epic storyline, and it's probably his best work. And then afterwards, Fractions Fantastic Four was okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was okay. And Dan Slott's was actually pretty good. There wasn't anything too weird in it. Now we're going to get really weird. All right, before we do, please hit the like and subscribe button. My name's John Delarose, everybody. I am the most trusted name in comics news and a great comic creator myself. If you love fun science fiction, if you love classic Fantastic Four, grab this. I actually tell storytelling in the way that they used to in the 70s and 80s, and this is bringing it back to great comics. We hit $40,000 yesterday. I've never seen anything like it on one of my comics. Thank you guys so much for reading. We appreciate the real comic readers out there. And just grab the book on this campaign. Grab the complete Ayla Bryn Adventures to get all the books in this series so far. They're all standalone because I try to make them so that they all finish, because I don't like leaving cliffhangers on Kickstarter projects. I think that's nicer to do to the readers. But reviews are fantastic on this, at least on the books in the series prior to this. This one hasn't come out yet, obviously. But if you really love science fiction, this is going to be a great spot for you. Check out some indie comics, support independent creators. Really appreciate you for being there. And we'll have none of this in it. Let's just start out with this beautiful image. Love is love, my friends. Love is love. What is that thing? I have no idea. It's creepy. It's weird. Johnny's got a weird mustache, which, that's a pea mustache, if you know what I'm saying. And this looks like a creepy Pokemon thing. Is this like Ryan North's like Sonichu fantasy? Is that what we have going on here? Uh-oh. Don't go full Chris Chan. Oh, it went full Chris Chan, everybody. Oh my gosh. Let's get to the actual meat of the story here. We can do a little read-along here. What's it like to have light throughout the night? It never gets dark.
No, it's dark. But the moon gives off a, softer light.
like a silver glow over everything here. It's like this. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful light I've ever seen. Most beautiful thing you've seen so far. See, I can make a ton of different lights. Oh, I bet you can. Your evenings and nights still last way too long, though. Ah. And then they do the cringy thing where it's the characters in the same pose, and then they just change a couple of the details a little bit. This is an artist being lazy because they can copy and paste things. They do this so much in comics these days. It's funny. And here we go. Johnny of the Storm. Can I kiss you? Oh, no, stop it. Don't turn the page. We don't even want to see it. Oh, this is so gross. It's so cringe. You can't believe this is coming out of a Marvel comic. What are they doing? My gosh. Here we go. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking of asking you the same thing, but, how do we? Okay, so remember those Kevin Smith movies where, like, it was like Mallrats or whatever, and the characters were talking about, like, Superman's super dong and all that. Like it was joking about comics. Now they're actually doing it. And again, Johnny Storm's now talking about, like, how can he bang this thing that's got weird spikes coming out of it. And he's like, what hole can I stick it in? I'm sorry to be crass here, but that's literally what that implies. This is not my imagination. This is Ryan North. This is Marvel Comics putting this on the stands for you to read and consume. Like I said, they went full Chris Chan with this. And it's really gross. I mean, just this image panel by itself is just really gross. And when you get into, like, this, how do you? Come on. You're an explorer, big boy. Oh, God, I'm going to vomit. Oh, no. I'm sure you'll figure it out. And look at that grin with that mustache. That says it all. The mustache and the grin, the weird Fantastic Four Sonichu adventure. This is terrible. I can't believe Marvel published this. And you just see the moon. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. You can't make this stuff up, my friends. This is what Marvel Comics has turned into. And I love it. I love that the shill Access Media is like, this is great. This is exactly what I want to read. This is my Fantastic Four. FF stands for Furry Force. Right? My gosh. Oh, it's so crazy. And they don't even mention it. Like, they say blends science, romance, and family. Do they talk about anything in here in this review? Johnny, okay. Messes with the team, gets sent to another place. Aliens. Some twists. Okay, maybe more amazing. One of these worm-like creatures with spikes on their backs ends up being Johnny's love interest. That's it. It's just amazing. This is amazing and fantastic. Oh, Johnny. That's what the shill media says about this. So crazy and creepy. I don't know. I mean, I always think that Marvel can't lower the bar any further with, like, their crazy, cringy stuff. But they seem to just, like, every single issue, just, like, up the ante of what they're willing to do to the characters, of what they're willing to do to their properties. And I don't think you can come back from this. You never go full Sonichu. You never go full Sonic. Johnny Storm can never be looked at the same again. This is the same thing. It's like when you turn Iceman gay, and you have him prancing around being a gay guy and saying he was gay the whole time. You can't undo that. And that's the main. You can't unsee this kind of thing. Even with retcons pretending like the last 10 years didn't exist or whatever, like, just because that was there, it just mires the character forever. And Johnny Storm, messing with some weird alien Pokemon thing, it's just really, really sick. This is from the minds of, again, Ryan North, who's working with Heather Antos for Star Trek on the other end. This is who they hire. It's all part of the same Whisper network, and they're all got the same weird degeneracy, the same weird fetishes going on, and they want to just push this on everybody because LGBT is not enough now. The Q, the Q and the plus are everything that they're trying to explore because it's old. I mean, they don't, it's not even shocking to turn a character gay anymore. You have to have them banging a weird Sonichu alien. Otherwise, it's over. All right. Yikes. I can't believe I got through this video. Thank you for getting through this with me. You're troopers. This is disgusting. And that's Marvel Comics. We've got an alternative to Marvel Comics for you right here. This is wonderful action adventure. And this is the type of story that should be in Fantastic Four right now, but won't be. because they won't hire good people anymore. They really won't. And you'll love this. Please grab it. It's in the description below. Thank you guys so much for supporting our channel and supporting our efforts this far. We're crushing it while these guys are failing, and it drives them crazy. That link's in the description below. Back our book today. There's only 4 days left. Don't miss it. Thank you so much again.